I guess my performance art is not um, di- disturbing. So I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to belittle them in any way that I'm smarter, because I'm not. I did walk purple dogs, and I met some amazing people that way all across the country. People from foreign lands, people local, children. Even in our own town of Richmond, I got to go out and meet some of the people that live in project housing, the poor children and their parents. So to me, my performance art is just a bridge. If I can bridge human connection with, my dogs, or, talking about my art, my world preschool, and finding out about them as much as I can. Because really, you have to know your fellow human being. If you want to serve them and make something good, you have to understand the person. Um, yeah, I try to kind of look nice or blend in, not to be outside the norm so much that people look at me and say, "Ooh, she's a weird artist." Most of the time, they don't even know that I'm an artist. They're just talking to a lady walking a dog. But I think over the past 15 years, I've always been a performance artist. When I was a kid, my parents went out of the apartment for a few hours, and they came back and they couldn't find me. And at age 2, I crawled out of the crib and hidden in their closet, sleeping on top of the shoes. Um, One time I was having dinner with my dad, and I don't know why I do the things I do sometimes. It's just natural to me, but I dumped my spaghetti all out on the floor. One time I was in a bank, and before I had rehearsed much, I saw what the bank was doing with the overdraft fees, and I thought that should be illegal. But instead of being able to calmly articulate it and try to get something done, I just screamed. And everybody said, "Why is she screaming?" But so I just constantly, I love it. I love to get out and meet people and learn about them. Especially if I want to build my school, I need to know about people as much as I can. And everybody is different, Yeah, we have some similarities, but the viewpoints, the way they see things is different. And so I just kind of go with the flow of the conversation. I don't try to take over. Sometimes I do talk a little too much about myself. But I just love meeting new people and hearing about them, and anything that they want to share with me. I thoroughly enjoy that. It's a connection between humans, and to not have that in so much isolation, you'll notice, to me, what I see in the Black community is a lot more kinship. They just love each other. They talk. They call each other baby and boo, and just they have a lot of community in their interactions. And I think the Caucasian people, to me, are more standoffish. And I say, well, maybe that's because they're from Europe, the northern. The weather was kind of chilly, so people stayed inside all the time. I don't know, but that could be. And I think we've got a nature of being protective by not sharing things, and I would like to change that to having appropriate things to share to get to know your neighbor, whether your neighbor is in the post office or anywhere, really. Just change the rules up a little bit. And I think Dave Matthews says that too in his song Ants March. Why don't we just talk to each other? We might be able to come up with some great solutions with what ails us, what our problems are, if we communicate and are creative and caring. And I do see fish out of water people, and I was one of those, actually, until I dyed my dogs purple. I was very shy. But anyway, yeah, so my performance art is, I just try to look kind of normal and fit in.